everybody. Welcome back. Okay, so I am in my office about to get ritzed for my appointments. Um, I have back-to-back folks today, but it's a super short day. Um, so yeah, I was able to come in a little later, like 45 minutes. Okay, before we get started with doing my makeup, I'm going to use the Blend Bunny 20 shade Ultra Glam palette. This is their all done up palette. So we'll see what I decide to do. And let me show you my outfit. You know, always gotta adjust. So I have this shirt on and these pants. Now, I might tuck the shirt in, but these aren't the pants I wanted to wear. I wanted to wear like some regular slacks, but these are more like that stretchy kind of pull-up pant. Um, totally not what I wanted to wear, but I could not find some brown slacks. And then the shoes are these. Oh, now, I bought these shoes in like January or February, maybe February, to go with an outfit I wore for my dad's birthday party. And I have not worn them since, and now I'm remembering why. These jokers are high. Okay, now I still wear high heels, but I used to wear sky high heels. And child, who do I think I am? Who do I think I am? These boots are not made for walking, I can tell you that much. Girl, snap. I might have to just have people come on in. I don't know if I could walk to the waiting area and manage to walk on back. Anyway, let's start. So I was reading the news and like I don't even know where to start actually because I just found so many shenanigans. And I mean, that's perfect for me. I love a good shenanigan. I'm just like, "Oh, which one do I even start with?" So, for starting my makeup, I am going to go in with the under eye brightening corrector in dark from Smashbox and Becca. I'm going to use that as an eyeshadow primer. All right, let's go to the notes app where I didn't have my like news notebook with me, so I had to notes app it. Where do we even start? Okay. So, do you ever just acknowledge when something is just not for you? Like, I'm able to identify when something is just not my ministry, right? Like, directions and being able to work my way out of a bag. Like, not even a paper bag, a plastic one, a Ziploc one where you can actually see through it. Not my ministry. And when I read this story, I was like, eh, I would fail. I love to get an A, but I wouldn't make it. So there's an 85-year-old woman. Where is she? I don't even know. I think she might be in India. And she is about to end her vow of silence. Now, this is very much related to her religious and spiritual life. But if we put that aside, she has been doing it for 30 years. 30 years. On top of that, um, it's not a complete vow of silence. She can only talk 1 hour a day. She usually speaks from 12 to 1. Y'all, I speak to myself longer than an hour a day. Like when I read this, I was like, never could I ever. I know that could you imagine? Okay, I mean taking work out of the way because I'm a therapist, so I gotta talk. Don't sign me up for that. I would probably have to, ask for a pardon from the head of the church or whomever because like for real, and it's self-imposed. I think even if I was on a deserted island by myself, perfect like setup to be silent. I would talk to something, okay? I would probably talk to whatever animals are there. I would definitely talk to the trees. I there is no way, or I can imagine trying to put myself on two times speed, talking at a faster pace so that I could get everything out in 1 hour. And I would go to the minute. Girl, when I read it, I was like, baby, that is some dedication, okay? You better be admitted right into heaven or whatever, appropriate place that fits um your faith. Because if that was, I don't know if I could do that for anything. I don't know if I could do it for anything. 1 hour a day, every day, like even on weekends, like who else couldn't do it? Erica. Erica could not do this. We would not be able, first of all, we would be looking at each other and just like laughing, like hysterically laughing for no apparent reason. Like, it seems like she did use a bit of sign language, and for more like complex sentences, she wrote stuff out. No, I would just be like, I'ma just talk. Okay? I'll have time. Like, I do like a good notebook that I could write stuff down in. I might have my most used phrases just like written down, and if somebody say something, I could just like point. I can't even do it for 60 seconds. What was that, 35? Girl, when I read that, you want to set me up for failure? You want me to fail at something? Challenge me. Challenge me to speak only 1 hour a day while awake. I'm awake for the whole 24. Okay? Because I can't sleep through it. No, I'm awake and able bodied and like maybe even have to do stuff. But 12, I can only talk between 12 and 1. Listen, I would call everybody I know on like a conference call because y'all, we have an hour. Okay? We have an hour to get this done. Or maybe I give people a day, like, mommy, you have Mondays. G, you have like, I want to give you more days, but we don't have time for that. So you have Tuesday. Like I would just listen, ma'am, what commitment is that? That's the kind of person you want in your life who is like, if I say it, I'ma do it. Okay. She's like, if you gonna talk about it, be about it. Like, yes, you win. Okay. I would as soon girl, she probably has so much to say. Like when she finished the thing, she probably has I would have so much to say. I would be like, whoo, y'all, let me tell you what's been going on for the past 30 years. Who would make let me know if you would make it. I feel like some people would. I feel like some people would. Some people does not include I. Like it just don't. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in with the shade close up. When I read that, I was too through. I was too through. Like I had to zoom into the words. Like, what this say? Self-imposed. And her family is just like, yeah, we support you, boo. Get it. If somebody were doing it, don't be around me, okay? Because if somebody were doing it, if they weren't doing it for religious purposes, okay? Because I'm not gonna mess with that. But if you were just doing it just cause, oh, I would get you to talk because I would be in your face, just making jokes, cussing you out. Like boundaries? What boundaries? I'm respecting those, bud. Like, yeah, you gonna say something. You gonna say something. I be like, oh, dude, I can be so bothersome. Like, I'm the youngest child. That's all you need to know. I'm the youngest child, and I'm a Leo. That's all you need to know. I'm here for the mess. Okay? I'm here for it. Oh my God. Let it be Jan trying to do it. Ugh. Mm-mm. I would let it be anybody I know. Cause strangers, I don't know them people like that. Any of y'all, anybody I know, try it. And I I will not respect it. Okay. I'm just gonna tell you right now. You make the decision. You make the decision of what you want to do, babes. Because I will be contrary. Okay. I will. At least I'm honest. But yes, ma'am, she is about to end it. Um, and I can really appreciate that she, has been so committed to this, like so committed to it, like, damn, that's impressive. That is impressive. How many of us are committed to something like that, let alone something religious and or spiritual? But she 85. I'll be like, listen, I said all I had to say for the last 85 years. Okay? Like, I had nothing else to say. Y'all do what you need to do. Leave me be over here by myself. Anyway, let me tell you about this English man, from England. 48 years old, and he went to Thailand. This man is too old for this. So he goes to Thailand. I'm going to go in now with, I think I will mix. What will I do? I think I'll mix Pouty and Ready. Let's see. So this 48-year-old man, too old enough to know better. He goes to Thailand. It doesn't say particularly why, but a huge part of it is to party. Okay. So he was just like, I'm about to get it on. I don't know if he was celebrating something besides just like living life. It doesn't say, like, it doesn't seem like it was a business trip. It just sounded like a whole bunch of fools were like, we should go to Thailand. Okay. So he was having the time of his life. And I never felt this way before. Ian Robbie Day. That's his name. He sound like he just gonna do something stupid. Ian Robbie Day. Like, doesn't it? Doesn't it? It sounds like you're like, there go Ian Robbie Day again. So he went partying, right? He had money to burn through like drinks, substances, and it says and other local pleasures. That sounds like some sort of like intimate interactions to me, okay? Because if he's drinking and substancing, then like he probably doing other things. So Robbie, oh, I'm sorry, can I call him Robbie? That's his middle name. Robbie, he and his family, they must have finances to use. Okay. Robbie realizes, well, no, his family, he's asking his family, can y'all send me some more money? I got partying to do. Okay. And then he runs out of money, keeps running out of money. Finally, the family is like, boo boo, we ain't sending you no more money. So either you're gonna have to figure it out, or you're gonna have to come on back home to England. Robbie's like, bunk that. I ain't about to do that. Let me tell you what this 40-year-old man does. He was with friends. It's a whole bunch of men together. He convinced his friends to punch him in the face and leave him bruised up so that he could take photos and send it back to his family to say that he was kidnapped. He also got these fools to be in a picture with him, like pretending to be kidnappers. They just had like masks over their faces. So, yeah, he sent pictures of himself being attacked and then afterwards with injuries. He looked like he had been badly beaten up. His friends would punch him and give him bruises on his face. Then he would video call his family on FaceTime. And he made them act like gangsters. What does that mean? What does that mean? This is not the Crips and the Bloods, okay? Like gangsters. What are they like? Hey, we need money. We are like kidnapping this dude. Is that John? Oh my God. Okay, so uh yeah, he staged all of that, right? And sent I guess he sent photos and then FaceTime his family. I really wonder how that worked, where he just like, hey guys, like, see these three chaps back here, like they did this to me. You gotta send some money. Send it in my name. No, it's fine. I'll pick it up. Like, wait, dude. So Robbie didn't think this through because his family thought it was for real. I'm just like, I guess we could FaceTime if you've been kidnapped. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It's not part of my life plan, but the family freaked out because they thought it was real because they didn't think Ian Robbie Day was stupid enough to do something like this. I don't know why they didn't think it because, like I said, Ian Robbie Day, it sounds like someone who's going to just be ridiculous. I don't know why. That's just the vibes I'm getting. So they call Interpol and they're like, Home dude, Ian Robbie Day has been kidnapped in Thailand, okay? And we need to figure it out. So Interpol contacted the Thai police and they were able to trace the man, right? So what they did, they organized a whole thing and they tracked him down to a hotel and they put together a strike team. Like they out here planning to rescue this man. And so they break down the door and they just see a whole bunch of drunk, drugged up jackasses just like partying, having a good old time. Girl, don't come back to my house, sir. Don't come back over here. You are unwelcome, okay? Because you just did way too much. You just did way too much. You couldn't find a way to like exchange labor for money or something. You had to put us through all the rigmarole and you're fine. You literally still partying it up with your three dumbass friends chatting and iMessage and FaceTime with his relatives in the UK. He was in the middle of a 2-day drug binge with three other dudes. They were arrested on charges of possessing unauthorized firearms and ammunition, possession of category 1 drugs, and having expired visas. So they can't wouldn't that be like wasting police resources or something or like Well, I guess they didn't do the report. Well, yeah, I guess he would have had to call them, right? If they were to be wasting resources and stuff, but the family called. I would just be like, don't speak to me ever again. Like this is or it could be that you need some assistance and we need to get you into some sort of treatment program. If that's the case, then okay. But if you was just being stupid, as my family would say, don't come over here. Do not come back here. Like, what was he gonna do? Like, just be like, oh yeah, we got the money, y'all. Like, just give me a couple more months and then I'll be back home. Like, what was he gonna do after? What was he gonna do after? I don't know. Was he gonna be like, was he gonna like use the money and then be like, hey guys, like it happened again. So, yeah, they're right here. They need more money. Like, how long was this a long con? Like, how long was this gonna last, Robbie? I don't know. Ju- This is why you don't make decisions when you're intoxicated or under the influence of something. Don't make any decisions right now, okay? Because they're not going to be good. None of them. I can promise you that. I wonder how his family feels. I would be so pissed. Because already I done sent you a whole bunch of money, okay? Already. Oh, look, this matches. Already I done sent you a whole bunch of money. And then you're trying to for real extort money from me at this point. Child, he better be glad them people have money though. My family would be like, girl, can we exchange something else? We can make you a whole bunch of curry chicken or something, but we ain't got no money to say that, girl. They just like, wait. It's not funny, but it is. Stay safe. It's not funny when people are actually in danger. But we're talking about someone who did something stupid. And I'm just saying, my family, first of all, they were like, prove it. Oh my God, this makes me think of somebody text me randomly, right? And they were like, what did they say? They said something like, it's your brother. And me and my siblings all have like unique long names, right? And so also mainly my brother has like a for real nickname that everybody, all his friends, everybody calls him. You can always tell when it was like a bill collector calling because they would use his full name and be like, oh yeah, you don't really know him for real, for real. So the person was like, hey, it's your brother, and then they put his name, but they spelled it wrong. And I was like, and my brother, I never call my brother by his name. Never. I haven't since I was like a child. And he has a nickname for me that like we never use each other's full government name, right? So I'm like, that's weird. Somebody identifying himself as my brother, spell his name wrong, and I would never, my brother wouldn't say, like, my brother would be like, what up, punk? You know what I mean? And he was like, hello. Like, I'm like, I already know this ain't him, right? So I was like, well, prove it. Prove that you're my brother. And I don't remember what they said, but I was like, what concert did I go to last summer? And I know how my brother would respond, okay? I know exactly what he would say. He would just be like, some girl, some white girl. Like, that's exactly what he would say. But the person didn't respond back. So then I contact my brother. I texted in the group chat and I was like, somebody just called me pretending to be you. And then also, or text me. And I was like, and I called them because I did. And they ain't say nothing. Or I think somebody answered and it was a woman. So my brother is like, who's out there trying to pretend to be me? Like, like big bad and bold, like the typical like like Snoop Dogg Kelly kind of person. And I was like, I don't know who it was. And so he takes the number and he's like trying to call them. And we decided the number was like from the Valley in California. And I was like, maybe it's one of your girls. Like they think that I'm somebody and not your sister. They was trying to figure out who I am because I was in your phone. And he was like, well, me and my ex, we broke up, but we on good terms. I'm like, maybe you not, sweets, because if her phone number is from the Valley and this phone number is from the Valley, I think y'all didn't end up on good terms when you ended the relationship. Anyway, my brother was like, I'm gonna call them when I get off of work. He didn't update, okay? He didn't update. So I might have to text him and I'm gonna text him and be like, hey, did you ever figure that out? That's what you get. Leave these women alone. That's what you get. My brother is older than me by 8 years, okay? Stop playing. He and Robbie would have had a good old time. A good old time. It's just that my brother would have had to come back home because we would have been like, sir, you better see if Robbie family could get both y'all, or else see you never. Okay, apparently I'm doing an all matte look again today. What is with me lately? I just don't feel like putting a shimmer on. I actually think it looks pretty good without the shimmer, right? You're like, no. Okay, last story. This is another one that is just not appropriate for me. Um, Let me see where it is. Like I wouldn't. So, the winner of the second biggest prize in the history of the Mega Millions lottery has taken the mother of his daughter, so his baby mama, to court. Let me tell you why he took her to court. He took her to court because she told his parents about him winning, but he had had her sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, so she was not supposed to tell anybody. All right, let me prime my face and I'll be right back and tell you the story. Okay, I primed my face with the Danessa Myricks Universal Blurring Balm. There's like nothing left. This is the mini, and I think I have one more mini. And I remember thinking, oh, I hope she comes out with more minis. I just thought that the other moment ago. And then I realized you could just take some from the full and put it in here. Yeah. hmm That is that's how I roll, you know, skipping over the obvious. Okay, so let me tell you about Home Dude. So it seems like he and the baby mama are not together anymore. Um, I'm using the Best Skin Ever foundation from Sephora. Or if they were together, they won't be together for much longer. Like I think he feels you know, what's the word? What's the word? Deceive? Did no, not deceive. I don't know, something where he feels like she did him wrong. Just deceived, right? Whatever. Okay, so he is unidentified. He didn't give his name because let me tell you how much it was that he won. It was a lot. He won $1.35 billion. $1.35 billion. And he decided to take a lump sum, right? So he's taken with him, wait a minute, and despite opting for a lump sum, which I think they have to take taxes out, right? He's left with $400 million after taxes. That's significant. Like, that's significant. How much Beyonce worth? Like, that's a significant amount of money. When I tell you, you ain't never got to work one more day in your life. Okay? Anyway, so the name they give the woman is Sarah Smith. I don't don't know if that's her for real name, but it's so just like everyone's name's Sarah Smith, right? We all are. So it's just like such an innocuous name that it could just be anybody on the street. So basically, he didn't want to say his name because people are gonna come after him probably and try to steal his phone in a minute for $100 million. So he claims that his daughter's mother was one of the few people who he had told about the lottery win. And she was asked to sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement. That's what the celebrities be having people sign. And she was prevented, I forgot I had coffee, prevented from spilling the beans to anyone for about a decade. So she can't say nothing until 2034. All right. But it seemed like she can't hold water because she told his parents, who then told his sister. And I'm like, girl, you told his parents? What? That seems calculated. Like, I'm sorry. Oh, this is really good. That seems because his I have so many thoughts and so many possible like situations. Like, was she like, you know what? I'm getting about you. I'm about to tell your mom about this. I don't know. Um, so he says he is suffering irreparable injury and there is immediate and imminent danger, and that he will continue to suffer irreparable injury for which there is no adequate remedy at law, which I kind of understand, right? You don't want everybody knowing 400 million. That's the second highest. What second largest? What the hell was the largest? Because don't you have to go? I don't know if it's for everything, but I found out a while ago, a lot of people probably know that you have to like show up or something, or they put your name in the paper. Um, but it has to be if it's that much money. They have to have other statutes, right? I don't know. And it says if she did accidentally tell somebody, then she had to tell him, the winner, within 24 hours. But it says that she failed to do that after telling the man's parents, and that it also led to other people learning about the win, including his sister. He ain't want these people to know about his money. So he is asking Sarah Smith to pay him at least $100,000 in compensation, as well as cover the cost of litigation, and reveal to him who else he told about the lottery win. So he feel like she done told somebody else too. I don't know why he told her, because that sound like that's he seems like he's not surprised because he's like, who else you told? Because I know you told somebody else. I want to know the circumstances under which she decided that this was the right move. But I also feel like 100,000. Does he really need to sue for money? You know, what is this 100,000? And you know she ain't got $100,000 to give you. All right, you know she don't. But also, I mean, I already know I would have a hard time not telling anyone. So they'd probably have to relocate me to like a private island, like, and I have to do a vow of silence where I can only speak for I should only have 15 minutes a day or 5, because that's enough to, is it enough? I don't know, to make me not say anything with these precious no, they'd have to be like, you have 30 seconds. I probably still get it in with 30 seconds. Here's 140 minutes live. Or I would just do it day by day. He. Next day, just. Next day, one. Next day, 400. Next day, million. Next day, And I really wonder the circumstances of how it came about that she told them. What was the purpose? And was it just like, yeah, he won 1.23 billion, but now it's gonna be 400 million because he did the lump sum and that was like 723 million, but they take taxes. Oops. Like what? What were the circumstances, y'all? And she didn't tell him within 24 hours. I wonder if she told him at all, or if his parents called him and they were like, so, about that lottery win. They must not have put it in the paper, right? Because then we didn't, people would find out, right? Because that makes me think of that. Remember that story about, um, I know his first name was Abraham, and he won all this money, and then he was going around like lending it, not even lending, I'm sorry, giving it to people. And this lady pretended to be his friend, and she was like, I'm gonna take care of your money and invest it and all that stuff. And she ended up, was it her? Yeah, it was, she ended up killing the man and then having a barber pretend to be him, like real ridiculous. So you can't be tell you can't, I wouldn't trust anybody. I wouldn't trust anybody. Just know that you ain't gonna see me ever again. I don't trust y'all. Bye. Maybe I would take some people with me. Or I'd be like, I just want like $200. Like, I ain't telling you a damn thing. I wonder if that meant that maybe his child support went up. I don't know. Like, why did he tell her? Listen, this your baby mama. It seemed like y'all are not in a relationship anymore. Why do you tell her anything? This is your fault, sir. I'm sorry. That's your fault. She probably she probably signed the NDA in pencil and then erased it real quick and he didn't notice. Not only that, she's supposed to tell him what she didn't read that NDA. She was just like whatever. And you go to the doctor's office and you don't read nothing, and then you figure out that they're gonna try to, sell your liver or something. Wait, do you need Here is the finished look. Did I have a read button in my shirt? And yeah, ready for work. I hope that some of this was helpful, and I also hope that you are continuing to take care of yourself. I realize I've gotten into the like neutral eye, red lips. I'll try to change it up the rest of the week, but I still love it. Let me know what you think about these stories. So we had the Vow of Silence, we had Ian Robbie Day, and we had the baby mama not caring about the NDA. Did we talk about anything else? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Anyways, I would love it if you liked the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and the HOA meeting is tonight, and I will see you next time.